All Things Motoring International is owned and brought to you by SA's most trusted online vehicle platform, CHANGECARS. Our name says it all. Whether you're looking to sell, need advice, need finance, or need insurance, CHANGECARS has you covered. Coming up this week on All Things Motoring International, we end off our season with Mike attending a Porsche Concours event, and Ernest takes part in the Mischief Garage 9 Hours of Lemons. This is a show with speed and beauty.
The cap and the beautiful cars behind me tell you what the show is about. The jacket tells you what the weather's about. Where are we? We're at the beautiful Johannesburg Country Club, the original Johannesburg Country Club in Auckland Park. Some people say Porsche, some people say Porsche. It all started with the incredible vision of Ferdinand Porsche. Thanks to you and your family, we have these absolutely standout, magnificent machines. What's in store for you today? Yours truly is a judge, and we're going to bring you everything that is good about this incredible brand. In the annals of motoring history, there are many events that stand out. One such event for me is Frankfurt Motor Show 1963. Porsche unveiled their 911 concept. 1 year later, September 1964, it goes into full production. Think about that. That is 60 years ago. Why do I mention 60 years ago? Naming culture is very important to brands. Toyota Corolla, BMW 3 Series, Mercedes C-Class, you get the picture. Think about this. The 911, if I'm not mistaken, is the longest running naming culture. 1964 you could buy one, 1974, 1984, all the way through to 2024. It has always evolved and just gentle changes, subtle changes, but the fundamental basic shape has never changed. Why? When you get it right at the start, you don't have to fix anything. So we are surrounded by the most incredible Porsche 911s, and behind us a beautiful 912. People will say, what is a 912? Trust me, when you see it in the flesh, you'll want to learn more about it. I walk up to Tim, the owner, I say, Tim, you own more than one Porsche? He says, yeah, I own a couple. He starts counting. When he got to his second hand, I knew he was a real deal. What is it about the 911 that appeals to you so much?
Just the drivability of a 911 and just the way it functions, you know, it's just a fantastic car. It does everything well.
Now the beauty behind us, the 912, what is the difference between a 912 and 911? Because fundamentally, to the uninitiated, it looks very similar.
It is very similar, and you won't know from the outside except for the badge.
Right.
So the early 911s had the same steel wheels, basically the same trim as well. But it was a sort of, what can I say, the entry-level car to get in for more affordable, you know, to pay a little bit less for the car to get into the 911 market.
And the love for the Porsche brand, where does that come from?
It came from my father. So he was in the automotive industry all his life. And he graduated from Alphas to Fiats, and then he ended up doing Porsches.
Right.
And that's where I sort of slipped into it and carried on from there.
So when you start with Italian trouble and you end up with German perfection, you know you've done it right. Tim, thanks for chatting to us. Wishing you the very best. If ever you want to donate one of your 27, or maybe a little bit less, give it to me.
I'll do that.
There are many components that go into putting an incredible day like today together. You've got beautiful Porsche cars, you've got the enthusiastic owners, but you need sponsors. And when it comes to sponsors, Seller Brokers, you are intricately involved with this event. Tell us about Seller Brokers, Alan.
Seller's been involved with the Porsche Club since 1977. We started off with obviously a passion for fancy cars, especially Porsche. Been involved ever since.
Now, these are niche products. Now, a niche product needs niche insurance. What does Seller Brokers do exactly?
Okay, we have a specific scheme for the Porsche Club, for members of the club. Obviously, offer comprehensive cover for Porsche cars. We give discounts if they own more than one car, called the collectors.
Sure.
We also have an extension for autocross cover if they go on the track or they do timed events, which are normally an exclusion. And we're also doing agreed value on the older cars.
So Alan, 47 years, 3 years from now we'll be celebrating 50 years. Do I have permission to interview you again?
Yes, with pleasure. Thank you very much.
To own one of these incredible cars is something that many people can be proud of. To be the president of a club is something that few people can be proud of. I'm speaking with the president of Porsche Club Central. A day like today, Concours, I've had the pleasure of being one of the judges. How many people are here today?
Well, we've got 37 cars here, but a lot of spectators coming.
I've noticed that. There's a lovely crowd around us.
We've, only 37 cars today, but we've got more than 100 bookings for lunch. So everybody's here to see the magnificent cars.
That is incredible. Now, the club itself, you said roughly 200 members. What does being a member of the club entail? What do I get? Are there open days? Are there drive-outs? What do you do?
The concours, we do that once a year, and you can enter the concours free of charge.
And that is open to any owner of the brand?
Of a Porsche, yeah.
Amazing.
And then we do breakfast runs once a month at the end of the month. That usually works out to 250 Rand for a breakfast, and then it's a decent breakfast.
What stands out for me, and you're seeing it regularly on the show, the clubs, the manufacturers, the brands, they truly are trying to give back. Your personal involvement, Porsche owner, president, but it's more than that. You're also one of the sponsors.
Yes, I am. JC Glass and Aluminium. We've been in business 45 years. We manufacture anything glass and aluminium, from showers, shop fronts, fly screens, anything like that. We do balustrades, you name it, glass and aluminium, we do it. And we've been doing it a very long time, and we've got a degree, QBE. Qualified by experience.
We said it together. So anybody looking for any of those products on your screen right now, you'll see the details. Jan, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you. I personally look forward to joining the club. Am I welcome?
Yeah, of course, yes. We will be seeing you soon then.
Coming up after the break, Ernest takes part in the Mischief Garage 9 Hours of Lemons and chats to some familiar racing friends. Are you looking to sell? Visit Change Cars and click on the Selling tab.
So we talk about South Africans being some of the bravest people we know, but today I think I'm standing with the bravest of the brave, my man Blessing, and his slammed cab behind us. Blessing, what's happening, man?
Thank you so much, Temba. Nice to meet you.
And when it comes to German cars, okay, so what do you think is in the Polo starter kit?
Polo starter kit, you gotta have hubbly bubbly,
Yes.
a nice job, and in your parents' back room, and then you're good to go.
I like the combination. The nice job is not for anything but the car.
So yeah.
Before we get Blessing into trouble, we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to the Lemons 9-hour race in Cape Town. Now, although my car over here sometimes does look like a lemon after a hard day's rally crossing, we are not driving this car today. In fact, we're driving this. It's a race of attrition where drivers have to drive for 9 straight hours in a car that costs less than 55,000 Rand.
So power. Did it just switch off? Yeah. I switched the fan on and just shut down. Switch the fan off.
Currently, we are on track, technically, but we are also in what is technically last position. Our goal today is to finish, but there's still lots of work to do. I might need to get back to driving. So let's go chat to some of the drivers and sponsors about this very interesting and special event. So I know it doesn't look like we're sitting at the racetrack, when in fact we're sitting at the boardroom at the racetrack, thanks to the people at WPMC for letting us use the space. This is literally the only quiet spot on this entire circuit. Warwick, these lemons are loud, eh?
They are very loud.
Warwick over here is my teammate, and these trophies actually don't belong to us, Warwick. These are just props. So let's get chatting. The race is not over yet. It's halfway through the day. And what's your experience been like of the Lemons event so far?
Absolutely delightful. It's very exciting. It's not, you know, major adrenaline. The driving of the car is very exciting, and we built the car. Yeah. All of it coming together, and you spend 3 months getting this thing together, and to spend one day. But yes, I'd say why you spend so much time building.
Yeah. And money.
Yes, basically you spend 9 hours.
Yeah, going around in circles.
Going around in circles, but it's fun. It's our passion. Yeah. It's what we enjoy. Yeah. And we love it. Yeah. It's fantastic. I'm having an absolute ball.
So Autogear is our main sponsor. That's your company. What does Autogear do exactly?
We do automatic gearboxes, we do diffs, we do manual gearboxes.
Well, I gotta say, our diff and our gearbox is absolutely perfect. Absolutely. But you didn't do the engine, and
no.
But
we're having engine issues.
We're having some engine issues, yeah.
We're having different issues, and every time we have an issue, we solve it.
Solve it, yeah.
We lost a bit of time, but we're still having fun, and that's what it's all about.
I've got to say, the hears for me, and you can hear the cheering outside here, the hears here is on another level. More so, I think, than a normal endurance race, because it's not actually a race. Everybody's kind of, you know, playing together.
Yes, it is a lot of camaraderie, and if you need something, there's a nice group, and you just go and put what you're looking for in the group, and there are people that help you, and it's a great gears. Yeah, and I think that is what the organizer wanted in the first place, was to create that gears where we can share the passion of motor racing in this 9-hour, which is quite a long thing. It's a long time, but it's lovely. Yeah. Absolutely lovely.
Well, I'm going to take my trophies and get back to our car. Hopefully we can get it going again, and let's hit the road, finish this race.
Absolutely.
Sean, we meet again. It's been a short time since our last conversation about the BMW, but now we're up to Mischief.
Absolutely.
And there goes the safety car.
Oh no, out again.
But you guys are having a fantastic day as the sun sets on the racing.
I think us and everyone.
Yeah.
You know, we came here on Saturday when we did the track day, and there was excitement already. Yeah. Everybody was, you know, really excited about it. And the buzz here today.
Yeah.
I mean, I've done 2.25 hours worth of driving today. What a pleasure. It's just, man, I'm still buzzing.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. And the sentiment around this event, there's an unusual amount of excitement for an event where I know I was moaning about the fact that the speeds were too slow or whatever the case may be, but this place is pumping, and it has been the entire day.
Apparently the parking lot is completely full down at the bottom.
Amazing.
And the people with gazebos all around the track.
Still here?
No, I think that, I speak under correction, but when I spoke to Mark, the organizer, he said that between last year and this year, they've introduced 270 new drivers to motor racing.
Amazing. But look, you guys have to get back to your car. It's the night time's coming. There's the Mischief Garage pace car coming in. We're back to racing. Good luck, and let's see you at the finish line.
Absolutely.
Paul Simon, I have to brag though. Me and you, the last time we drove together, you and I won the 2015 one-hour endurance together. Congratulations.
All thanks to your help.
But this time you joined Dexter's team with Hop and Faisal, and you guys are in the top 3 at the moment, leading at stages. Well done so far. You haven't raced in so long.
I haven't. Awesome to be out there. Awesome to have the suit on. Awesome. Just everybody's so happy, joyful. Well, most people, the cars that are out there.
The losers aren't happy.
No, but it feels good out there. The car's good at the moment. We just had a little bit of an issue where our driver had to pull in with possibly a little bit of consumed oil, quite a pint or two in, back out on the track.
It's amazing how it goes from chill to insanity.
Absolutely.
Back to chill. But you notice that everybody jumped in, the team sorted it out.
Yeah, the guys are absolutely professional. They know what they're doing. A little bit of shouting and screaming here and there, but
don't take it personal, it's fine. So Lekker, man, congratulations on the drive. Good luck with the last couple of hours.
Well, we were in third before this situation happened and unfolded now, so hopefully at least we can keep third. Maybe we can get a second. The aim is just to be on the podium, and that's it.
Well, good luck either way. You guys are doing great, brother. Lekker, man. Paul Simon. It's the last few minutes of the endurance race here, the 9-hour Lemons event, and these drivers have done an amazing job to make it this far. We are almost at the finish, and I think it's time to hand over to the voice in the sky for the results.
Congratulations to all the participants of the Mischief Garage 9-hour race. Your endurance and determination is an inspiration to us all. Coming up after the break, Mike rounds off his day while enjoying some of the best the Porsche Concours has to offer. Did you know? A road-going lemon is a term for a car with a significant defect or malfunction. That means if one purchased this car, it would more than likely be a bad buy. The car lemon connection may have been cemented with an ad Volkswagen ran in the 1960s. It consisted of a photo of a car that didn't pass Volkswagen's stringent test, and a star caption, Lemon. A Lemons race, however, is more about the spirit or gees, as competitors, often first-time racing drivers, bring a cheap car that might usually not be considered a race car to complete near impossible feats. Some Lemon races can last up to 24 grueling hours with many casualties along the way. But for the walking wounded that cross the finishing line, it's a triumphant moment that they won't easily forget. Looking for finance and insurance? Visit CHANGECARS and click on the Financial Products tab.
We've all heard the saying, it's not how you start the race, it's how you finish. In 2024, many people identify differently to how they were born. Behind us is one such example, a beautiful 2008 997 Carrera 4S. But Andre, the thing ain't standard no more.
No, it isn't. This is our Safari Project. This is car number 14.
So now you say Safari Project, it's a specific project, 14 cars. The one we're looking at, tell us about it.
This is a local built car here in South Africa. It started, the Safari Project started in COVID with Johan de Bruin and Mr. Philip Visser.
So he had nothing to do, he was tired of cooking. He said, I'm going to go and start a big project for cars.
Yeah, and he started number 1, and that's where it all started. And when it started hitting all the public media with all the interest and everything, people started ordering cars, wanting cars, and that's how we got number 14 here. And behind me, we've got number 13 as well.
That's incredible. Now, one of the things that I'm here to do today is judge this incredible category. It's a category that you invented. It's called?
Outlaw.
You're no longer part of the law-abiding Porsche ownership. We change it and we make it special. This particular car, immaculately clean, but I've seen the film footage of it. It's on dirt roads all the time. You can take a 997 that was properly not designed to be a Cayenne or a Macan, and it goes off-road?
100% off-road. This car just finished a 4,000 kilometer trip down to Mossel Bay and back, all off.
Incredible,
And the only time they went on a tar road was to put fuel in.
That's incredible. Standard car, what changes?
The suspension changes. We put in a full Riger suspension with locally designed wishbone, steering arms, all aircraft aluminium, all locally manufactured here in South Africa.
Now the aircraft aluminium, is that for lightness?
Lightness and for strength.
And for strength.
Yes.
It's amazing. Whenever you think of aluminium, and it's interesting because I wanted to hear that answer, the first thing that comes to mind is lightness. Audi with their aluminium space frame, and then obviously the strength.
Yes. So we give the car bespoke aluminium bumpers, skid plates, and a full belly plate covering the whole bottom of the car for protection.
It's been amazing talking to you. You've got an incredible passion, that is very clear. Looking at your work, incredible work ethic as well. Wishing you and your team the very best. We've all heard the term jack of all trades. The gentleman next to me, Johan, is definitely not a jack of all trades, but he is a specialist when it comes to the Porsche product. You've been with the group since 2006. It's 18 incredible years with this brand. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
At the moment, I'm looking after the classic side of the business. It is very important for Porsche to look after the classic cars. I'm on the Porsche Club committee and looking after the interest of the importer and sync it with the club, which is wonderful.
Now, when you think of Porsches, the 924 was introduced in the late 70s, early 80s. It was basically an Audi. The 944, for me, in that range, was the absolute pick of the range. 924, 944, 964. The 944 that you had, turbo, non-turbo?
Non-turbo at the time, but it was a very beautiful, balanced car, and I loved it. Of course, we all want to drive a 911, and I owned a couple of them in my life.
But the 944 being front-engined when a Porsche was supposed to be rear-engined.
Exactly. It was a different experience, and the balance of the car was also very great for mountain drives and so on.
Turby Fenter, this is a shout out to you. I think it's clear when you look at the clubs, the owners, the cars, the people that work with you, how they see you. Well done to you, Johan. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.
You are never retired, by the by. Anybody who watched the recent presidential debacle, some people called it a debate, will understand just that the president is not always the most important man in charge. In the motor industry, Brian, the vice president, you take General Motors in America, Ford, you always hear about the vice president. You're the vice president of the Porsche Club. Tell us about today. You organized it, you're in charge of it, and you've got a smile on your face, rightfully so.
Yeah, so it's really nice to just conclude the event now. I mean, we've had a really nice turnout. We had about 37 cars today. Really enjoyed it, lovely event. The nice thing about the Porsche Club now is that it's a very social event, right? You get a lot of people coming through, bringing their cars, friends, family, everyone just coming through just to enjoy the cars. You know, passionate people, passionate about cars and passionate about Porsche. Not only with this event, you know, sponsors play a really big role, but for the club as a whole. You know, this entire event was sponsored by seller brokers, but we're very lucky to have quite a lot of sponsors on board with the club, especially with Expel, with Timeless Model Cars, JC Glass and Aluminium, King Gelato, Gincident, and quite a few others. But honestly, the club wouldn't exist without them. And especially having the Porsche centers behind us, it's a really big thing for the club, so we're very excited to be doing business with them.
When Brian says there's no I in team, he truly means it. What an incredible day, the organization, the facility, the weather. What an incredible product. And let's focus on the product. It is so easy to see why this truly standout brand has such a loyal following. And when I say loyal following, if you speak to a Porsche owner, you understand they don't just like their car, they love their car. What is it down to? One man and his team. Toby Fenter, I personally, as do many others, salute you. If it wasn't for you, this brand would not be in South Africa. What is also stand out about the 4 Porsche centers, Umhlanga, Cape Town, Pretoria, or the standout facility in Sunninghill, Johannesburg, is that only if you buy a vehicle through them do you get the standard drive plan warranty and maintenance plan. From our side, as CHANGECARS, All Things Motoring, I'd like to give a personal shout out to the brand. When we started in 2021, I approached Porsche South Africa and said, I'd like to offer your vehicles exclusively on CHANGECARS from one of your 4 centers. You know, they say you had me at hello. The answer was yes. Well, Hallam Smuts, thank you. But a day like today is about the cars and the people. What we've seen, I think you will agree, was absolute standout. Yours truly was a judge, not judgmental I might add, but a judge. Thank you to all involved. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Here is the screen top tip of the week. Inspect your battery. Your vehicle isn't going anywhere if its battery fails. Before you buy a second-hand car, screen it. It's what smart people do. Coming up next week on All Things Motoring International, we take a look back at our season highlights and reflect on another season in the bag. This is a show that highlights what we're all about.
One of the greatest chapters in motoring, I got it today.
These trophies actually don't belong to us, Warwick. These are just props.
Not a shadow of doubt, the question you're asking yourself is he a TV host or is he a judge? Today, proudly both.
And that is... He knows we're trying to have an interview.
I've been, I think, a Porsche owner for 44 years,
Wow.
non-stop.
So I've been one for 14 years and I thought I was special. He's got 30 years on me.
We are almost at the finish, and I think it's time to hand over to the voice in the sky for the results. Who was that?
You are so excited to get that brand new vehicle, but you're looking for a specific model and specific color, only to be told sorry, there are none available. CHANGECARS, SA's most trusted online platform, will find exactly what you need, from A to B and everything in between. CHANGECARS, because that's what you want to do, and it's who we are. All Things Motoring International was brought to you by SA's most trusted online vehicle platform, CHANGECARS. Our name says it all. There is no safer online vehicle platform. That's not an opinion, that's a fact.